What's up, everybody? So we're back out in the shop with another daily vlog. Now, I've already knocked out a bunch of stuff today. I tried to just get after it without trying to set up camera angles and things like that because I needed to get those things knocked out. But I figured this is a perfect time to go ahead and grab the camera and film myself grinding in some bevels. I've got to get post heat treat bevels done on the 6 EDCs that we have working on it now. We'll be starting with the 26C3 knives, going through them to the 1080 and then to the EDC RV2s. Got to get these knocked out. I've got about an hour and a half to work on these. I'm going to see if I can get pretty much all of them ground with the 36 grit belt, and then later on I'll end up doing some of the higher grit belts, but might as well knock these out, and I figured I would put up on the tripod and let y'all see me work on this. Now we're going to be bringing this grind almost all the way up to a full flat. I am going to have a little bit of flats left here, but you'll see that as we go. We already do have what looks like a kind of Scandi grind on there because I did grind it all the way down to the cutting edge. I will be thinning that edge out a little bit so that it'll take it down to almost a 0 edge whenever we're all said and done with the belts and hand sanding and all that. But that's what we're working on. That's what we're going to get knocked out. I'm going to change y'all's angle and we're going to get to grinding. So we're going to be using a brand new Norton 36 grit belt. It's going to go through this pretty quick. You know, since I've already ground the bevels to start off with, all we're going to be doing is thinning them out and bringing the bevels up to the spine. This belt's going to be perfect for that, and it's probably going to go through this pretty quick. We'll see how fast we can do it while still maintaining the nice heat treat that we have on it and not messing with our temper. So that's where we're going to stop right now with our bevels. Now you can see we got nice clean bevels on here. No dips or waves or anything like that. We're going to replicate that onto the other side. I'm leaving a little bit of the flat on here right now because as I go through and grind on different belts, it's going to end up bringing this transition line from the bevels into the flats up just a hair as we're getting rid of the previous grit on there, so all those striations. So now we're going to go ahead and work on the other side, bring them up to the same height, and then start working on another one of them after that. Something I should mention here, for one, keep your hand on the actual blade. That's going to be your thermometer to make sure you're not getting it too hot. If it's too hot for your phalanges, then it's too hot for the blade. So keep your hand on the actual blade while you're grinding this, especially post heat treat. And then also, you can't really see what I'm doing here, but I'm standing and grinding here, but I'm looking down the actual, let me see if I can change the camera angle for y'all real quick. There you go. So while I'm doing this, I'm grinding and I'm standing over the belt here, and I'm watching as I go to just make sure that I'm not thinning the edge out too much, that I'm not making it look weird or anything like that. We're just trying to thin the edge a little bit, but bring the bevels up to match the other side, okay? But you gotta look down at it like this. You don't want it to be uncomfortable for your body or anything like that. You're just up here on it and you're just naturally just looking down. You could bring your head up just a little bit if you want and just use your eyes to look down if you need to. But for me, I just get comfortable and I just do my thing. So we got a nice thin edge there. We're even on both sides. And one of the things that I like to do is I'll put my fingernail at the tip of where the flats meet the bevels there on both sides, and just make sure that they line up. And it helps me keep everything where I need it to be. Got a nice taper through the tip there. A nice edge and a nice symmetry coming down through the plunge line into the heel here. So that's looking good. Our edge looks good. It's perfect for a 36 grit finish so far. And all I got to do is just work through all the rest of them and finish doing my thing. And that was 12 minutes, including the stopping and talking and all of that. It was 12 minutes of me doing this. Now, of course, I'm going to have some of this time lapse and all that. But for me, 12 minutes. I've got an hour and a half. Well, I had an hour and a half at the beginning of this to get them knocked out. So we're going to be able to get a lot of these little guys knocked out. That's looking real good. And yeah. Time to keep moving on. Alright guys, so I got those knocked out and I'm going to show you what one of them looks like with the finish. So this was the 36 grit belt, a 120 grit belt, and then a Scotch-Brite belt. And then all we did was maker marked and then vinegar soaked it and went over the whole entire thing with a Scotch-Brite pad. And that's what we were able to get right there. So you can see the actual forge texture going through here, crisp plunge lines, nice clean bevels, all with that particular process that I just said. These are gonna look really cool. Got the handle set up for it already. I'm gonna be drilling those, doing all the stuff, and then what I'll probably do is a daily vlog whenever I attach the scales for these, and then of course go ahead and profile one in the video so y'all can actually see that. Guys, that's about the end of this one. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't yet. Y'all have an amazing day. Y'all stay safe out there, and I'll catch y'all next time.